Hey everybody, Jim and Joshua are here to talk about the Flash's top 5 villains. He's got a pretty cool rogues gallery, as it turns out.
A lot of people are always about like Spider-Man's rogues gallery, Batman's rogues gallery, but the Flash actually has a really diverse, eclectic bunch that rivals theirs.
Now, let's start with number 5, Mirror Master.
Mirror Master, he has the power to go into a mirror world where he goes into any reflective surface, and then he can come out of other reflective surfaces and stuff. And a couple people have been Mirror Master, but no matter who it is, it's just such an interesting villain for the Flash. Is all about movement, but how does that apply to a reflection?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a pretty good gimmick there in that he can escape in there, and I'm sure it's probably helped out some of the other bad guys,
Yeah,
having
he's
ability
a member
to
of the Rogues Gallery. The Flash actually has a group of villains who call themselves the Rogues, and their leaders on our list, but we're not there yet.
Okay.
Well, number 4.
Number 4, I believe, is Weather Wizard.
Weather Wizard, yes. He's just he has the most raw power of all the Flash's villains. He's really scary in that he can conjure lightning bolts, tornadoes, even hurricanes, and just do pretty much anything he wants with the weather, which we've seen. How many movies have we seen where the world ends just because of weather and he has control of that? It's crazy.
And he's already popped up on the Flash TV series.
Yeah, he was in the pilot episode and it was crazy. Spoiler, if you haven't seen the pilot episode, and say he actually died in that episode, but I would not be surprised if he either comes back or his brother.
Oh, no, there is, yeah. They're going to use his
something's
brother.
going to happen?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
All right, so number 3, we have a personal favorite of mine, Gorilla Grodd.
Why do you like him so much?
All right, because he's a talking ape. I'm a huge Planet of the Apes fan. I love this guy. He's got that. I just love his voice in every iteration of the cartoons. He's always had that deep bass, but he's also, come on, man. He wants to be Gorilla King.
Yeah, he wants to take over the
everything
world.
that Planet of the Apes warned us about, and I love it. I love the character.
Yeah, he's always. What I find crazy about him is that he's extremely intelligent, but he also has the bestiality of a very, very dangerous animal.
Yeah,
It's just more than a match for the Flash.
Yeah, and he's been teased a couple of times now on the new Flash TV series. So hopefully, I'll finally get my wish and see a live action talking Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah.
Number 2. Now this one might actually surprise a few folks, but number 2 is Reverse Flash.
Yeah, a couple people again have been Reverse Flash, but no matter who it is, it's always the dark mirror of the Flash, of this crazy psycho with the Flash's powers from the future who wants to come back in time and pretty much make the life of the Flash a living hell. And
he's been
that's
doing that
what
in
he
the
does.
TV series.
Oh,
so far.
totally.
Yeah.
He was in this intense, almost demonic presence in the show of just haunting all the characters, coming and going. He's faster than the Flash. He's bigger than the Flash. So he really is, the guy who can push the Flash more than any of the rest of his villains. But that doesn't necessarily make him the best.
Yes. Now a lot of people were probably expecting that Reverse Flash would be number 1. Joshua, tell the folks at home who actually is the number 1, according to IGN, the number 1 Flash villain.
Captain Cold.
All right.
Captain Cold is different than your standard villain because at first he seems like a knockoff of Mr. Freeze from Batman, but when
his
you get
name
past
is Leonard Snart.
no wonder he became a villain. Everyone probably picked on him his entire life. Yeah, that's a name to remember. But it's just that he's the leader of the Rogues Gallery that we're talking about, and he has this strange code of ethics about what villains should and shouldn't do, and he'll punish other villains. If Mirror Master F's up or something, he will punish him for doing that.
Okay.
And so it just because of that, he has this very strange dynamic with the Flash of that sometimes he's against him. It's not that they would ever work together per se, but it's that they're not always at odds. It's just this very strange relationship. So while they are on the opposite sides of morality, but they also share some common ground, which is different.
I find that really cool because I'm a big fan of Westerns. And that's an old trope from Westerns. You got the lawman and the outlaw, but they have that kind of gunfighter's code of code that they both recognize. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that kind of makes sense too. Why he has a bit more, I guess, psychological depth than and a little bit more kind of moral dimension than the other villains.
Yeah. Whereas, the Reverse Flash just wants to cause pain and death. Captain Cold doesn't always want that. He's much. He's a guy you have to figure out. He's much more of a challenge for the Flash, and just they have a long history in the comics, and I cannot wait to see what happens in the upcoming TV show. Wentworth Miller, obviously doing a great job with the cold guns, wearing the parka even. So
and keeping the name Leonard Snart.
Yes. Worst costume, best villain for the Flash.
Awesome. Well, guys, let us know what you think or who you think the Flash's best villains are in the comments below. And for all things on the Flash, keep it here on IGN.